Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. It is day 124 of 200 days of code, and we've got some new updates for you that we want to share with you. But we need someone to walk us through these exciting updates for the blog. And this person is Leon Andersen. Leon, how are you doing?
Hello. I'm feeling pretty good. Straight out the gym. Looking very much forward to custom styling the rest of the MDX stuff, which I finally got running today. Also with the help of Aleph, who was better at catching a tiny mention, as far as I understood it, somewhere in the Next.js documents, which syntax highlighting they recommend. Not sure if that recommendation was actually for MDX or in general. Maybe you can say something about that.
It was for MDX.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I didn't look there much more. Anyways, because I looked in different tutorials that had more information in general, but they didn't have the information that I needed for this one. So anyways, it's always good to keep a little overview, or be maybe I can get even more strategic about the way I consult different resources and maybe find a better overview about that. I have some ideas already. We would see how the next problem solving quests will go. But anyways, what I did manage on my own for sure was finally getting the normal styling via the MDX components, basically importing the MDX components via the app.js, like wrapping the children in the app.js. And I basically had I imported the components in a wrong way into app.js, so I fixed that. And yeah, as you can see, the H1 works now. What I'm a bit, I don't know, maybe not confused, but still in the still unknowing about is how the heck do line breaks work in MDX? Because maybe I can split screen that. Because what I would like is to have some space in between here and here. Maybe I just have to style the H1s in the MDX components here with some padding below or margin below. Maybe that's the trick. But like I'm a bit confused why I can't, like, why is nothing happening here? What does actually work is this, as you can see, like making line breaks in between sentences, but only if I move two lines, as you can see it now moved here, but no further than that. So you can't really space, like make a full line break in between completely empty line just with your enter, just by pressing enter. So, or by making a new line here in the doc. I will find out my workflow for that for sure. maybe sometimes I just have to manually put in line breaks. But I mean, I like line breaks a lot. They make reading text way easier, so you can really jump from chunk to chunk to chunk. We will see. Maybe Aleph has some wisdom nuggets or some tricks on that already.
Yeah, so there are many ways to skin a cat. In this case, you could, for example, give each paragraph tag some margin top, and then it automatically moves down a little bit. Or if you want to have the same distance between all the elements, not only the paragraphs, but also in between basically anything that's in your layout, then in your markdown layout, you could just say space Y4, for example, and then there's always 4 space between each element in there. Yeah, both I think would be 2 ways. So either you style it for every single component manually, or you put like a general spacing for everything into your layout.
I mean, I don't want spacing in between every line. I want spacing in between like sentences or paragraphs, basically. Like however how I customly, I mean, sometimes a sentence is a paragraph. Does MDX or Markdown recognize this, like when there's a break in between, a line in between? Does it recognize this as a paragraph tag on its own, or do I have to wrap like a p tag around everything, like around each individual paragraph for that?
Well, like the horrible teacher that I am, I'm gonna throw that question back to you and ask you, how could you find that out?
Yeah, I mean, I could just pull up in my Rari, pull up this thing here, and then see.
Even easier, right? You could just inspect what gets rendered and see the tags in your console.
Okay, then I'm going to pull up in my Lambo instead. Okay. Inspect. So, it seems like I just have to style the p tags. That's amazing. But if I give it, like, can I guess there are probably ways to make the spacing dynamic, because maybe if someone zooms in, but the spacing, I guess the spacing zooms relative, stays in the same relation, I guess, when someone zooms in, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Then I don't have to worry about that. Then I can just do some margin or padding stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, that's basically the stuff. That's like the fine-tuning stuff here. And there's one thing that is probably the most annoying stuff that needs to be fine-tuned. This is this. Yeah. We need to build a wall right here to make sure that no illegal code comes through the border. Just kidding. Anyways, so the way we basically set this up was not by putting it into our components, as I thought. At first I thought we have to do code colon and then do something similar like here, or pre colon and stuff. I think the difference between pre and code is that code is both with the backticks, like blocks, and inline, and pre is just that. I have no idea why pre exists additionally. Maybe there's some some insight on that. I mean, I can look that up tomorrow anyways, and tell you about that. I mean, maybe not tomorrow. I'm on the road pretty much all day tomorrow, but I guess some styling I will get done. I mean, yeah, maybe more than I think, because styling is sometimes easier than installing shit. Anyways, where the hell was I starting from? Oh yeah, so trying to find out how we can tackle this. So we basically just put rehype pretty code into our next config file. To be honest, I have no idea why it's MJS, and I don't know what MJS means. I just followed a tutorial that said I need this because otherwise, like this kind of stuff will crash here. But anyways, it works right now. I hope I don't get hacked because of that M. Maybe I hope that's not a vulnerability that I created. But yeah, basically just importing it and then putting it inside of here. And here we have an object where we can put custom styling, custom options inside. As you can see here, I already tried changing the theme. This one right now is closer to the page than this one, which you can actually see here in the in Codium, but this Codium is customized as well. So yeah, I will that's a whole topic on itself. I will maybe finish my theme next week. Should be, I mean, I'm almost done with it. I just need to get it up and running. And so something inside of here, something has to be done inside of here, I guess, to make this stuff go away. The problem is that we have, I mean, what's the text size for here? It's a bit bigger, for sure. I don't know if that's actually part of the theme itself, how big the text is, but it seems like it's a different font as well. Is it? Very similar, but I think it's a different font. Check the E. You see the E here has a bigger gap than here. It's like a Chinese I.
It's definitely different fonts,
Yes.
because that's standard that the fonts are different for code versus normal text.
Got it. So the thing is, with long lines like here, it's bad. I think it's not that great to use text wrap, because then we have like the line split into two lines, and I don't know, it will look weird. So I have to make the font smaller for this one, I guess. But then I also have to find out how I can customize individual text, individual code blocks, because here I can use text wrap because this is just a comment, and this line can definitely be text wrapped. I think that takes a little bit more like reading the docs and trying stuff out to really get done. I mean, maybe you have an idea if it's worth it to go that way, or maybe you have something in mind and we can just fix it on stream. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to be an asshole again. So yeah, I'm like, how can I give you this lesson? Let's just say the page that I sent you with Netlify. Read the section on styling, and let's do it on stream. Because if you read that section, word by word and don't skip words, maybe you will have an idea how to fix that issue.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, I already forgot about that side because like there are like 10 different 10 different things. So this is the style one. I mean, this pattern reminds me.
That word is so style is spelled S-T-Y-L-E. Yeah, exactly.
Whereas and thank you is spelled F-U-C-K-O-F-F. By the way. So yeah, this structure reminds me of the Tailwind config file. So I'm a bit familiar with that. I mean, can we just put that stuff in here? Like,
no, that is CSS. So either this has to go into your Tailwind file, as you correctly said, or you put it into the custom component for the pre-component, but the data line thing will be hard to do that way. So I will just put it in your CSS file.
but probably in this global CSS, not in the Tailwind config, right?
Doesn't matter as long as they get both included.
Okay, so I have to import the Tailwind file here, and then...
No, you just put it in your Tailwind file.
Okay, and in here...
Nothing goes in there.
Okay.
Yeah, those options that you see there, those are the options that you can put in there. But for the styling, you can just do that via CSS.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, got it. Yeah, it's a bit yeah, makes sense because those are more like configuration kind of things, and styling is in a different yeah. Okay, so how do we know though that the rehype pretty code is taking my where is it here? Taking this as a pre rather than a code. I mean, we can just find it out by writing both and testing which one works. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. So, okay, let's go into the Tailwind.
Testing both and seeing what works well is definitely a good idea. The other good idea is to inspect it and to see what gets rendered. But I think now I get it. So no, the Tailwind config is a TS file. So I think these styles need to go into your global file. I was just confused because many people name that file tailwind.css. But yeah, in your case, it needs to go into the global file.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, let's inspect first. Oh my goodness, I basically how's it called? I reanimated the site. I'm a true site lifesaver now. It was a bit like pumping the heart of someone who was unconscious. Because the page always crashed before when I played around in the next config. Okay, so let's get in here. No, first inspection. Why is nothing blue? What?
You can already see it in the right. It highlights, if you inspect it on the right, it highlights what you clicked.
Okay. I wanted those blue things.
So now you move up until you find the tree. Because you're already very deep. Higher, 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 code, and a little higher.
So pre and code.
Yeah.
It's both.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then let's look at this bad boy, why it's overflowing.
So if you go to the docs where it says styles and you read it word by word, you'll see something beautiful.
Yeah, it's unstyled.
Those were 4 of the words. There are more words.
The following CSS prevents overflow and adds padding. So I can just copy that shit or what?
Yeah.
Features include highlight and cars. Okay. Well, that's ugly. I mean, it's yeah, I mean, that's the standard way. Now that I think of it, that's the way I know it from ChatGPT as well. I guess but isn't there a better way than hello? Why isn't it scrolling anymore? I think it's the inspector. Yeah. I know someone with a blog that doesn't like you don't need to scroll there, but probably because he just structured the code in shorter lines. I don't know. Is this something you would recommend for a blog, or would you say I have to restructure the refactor the code to make it cleaner?
Well, now that you know how to style your blog, the world is open to you, right? So, for example, you could use some linting and stuff that lints your markdown to make sure that you always are within a specific line width, and therefore it will never overflow. Or you just let it overflow, and then you use styling to just center it. Or you decrease the font size so you can write more text without it overflowing. So there are many ways that you can solve this problem if you don't like the scroll bar.
Yeah, I guess I just have to look at different blogs and see how they do it, and see which solution I like the most, and
Yes.
try out custom solutions as well. Well, now I still have the problem that the pre itself is not. But I guess I have to give it some. Well, what can I give the box flags? No, flags maybe. Maybe flags? Is it flags? What is it? Something like that. To
By the way, could you quickly open your head tag in the inspector for me? Okay. Yeah, all good.
what were you looking for?
The scaling that you had, because it feels like it was scaling weirdly, but it
Yeah, it's only
looks
this
normal.
side because of those blocks. The other block pages, or I don't know what you meant by scaling, but I mean,
Yeah, exactly what you said. The blog pages scale weirdly.
yeah. But this one is good right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's the main issue that we had right from the beginning with this page, because this has the code examples. So I mean, the text itself has no problem, but the code box is a problem.
The text too, right?
No,
Like,
the text is just it justifies to the size of the biggest element, which doesn't change.
okay.
The if I would delete the code here, the text has to
Interesting.
So my poor little footer here getting weirded. So yeah, I have to, I guess, pre and then display. I guess I can put it in here. Flexbox. I have no idea how. But like, what can make it respond? Like, what can make it wrap? I mean, the text inside would need to, no, the text inside wouldn't even need to wrap because you can still scroll. So the box needs to be flexible, but I have no idea if Flexbox is actually I just know yeah, I guess I have to read through different CSS parameters to get that. Or, I mean, do you know it already?
No, I have no idea. I've never seen this, but I'm racking my brain right now.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Okay. So inspect.
What if you remove your layout?
You mean the MDX layout or the layout?
Both are all layouts right now.
Okay. In which files are they? I guess in. Yeah, I guess they're both just in app.js. Or is here one as well? No, just in app.js. Well, let's comment those bad boys out. Oops.
You will need the MDX provider. What the layout from? No. Hey, so there's something misconfigured in your layout.
Huh. Well, let's get it back on. Flex call. Main H screen.
Yeah, let's just comment out that bit and replace it.
Oh, count out that diff and replace it with yeah, and diff without any class, just to see. We want to keep both diffs, but we want to replace the upper diff with a classless diff.
Got it.
You need to give it an empty string or remove the class.
Okay.
Now we can start adding the class names one by one and seeing which one the bad boy is.
Okay. You mean which one is the bad boy?
Sure. My JavaScript is better than my English.
Okay. I mean, okay. Let's put this one in. Pretty sure this one is okay because that was the issue was there before as well.
But is not correct that we need the curly braces.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So true. Yeah. Okay, finally the nice font again. Selection, pretty sure this one is. I mean, we could. I mean, it has to be something with flex.
Yeah, flex.
So, how does that affect the rest of the pages? Huh. Doesn't. Why don't we need flex and flex call here? That's
What
weird.
about different breakpoints?
That's a good question. Yeah, here we go. Back at the problems again. That's why we needed flex and flex call.
You could instead make the footer absolute and give it bottom 0.
But isn't it smarter to think about why flex is an issue for this one?
They could also be small there.
I would prefer to go this way. I don't like absolute footers. I mean, absolute to what even?
So if you don't specify anything relative, it's always the screen.
Yeah, then it would be to the bottom of the screen, right?
Yes, which
Yeah.
is where we want the footer, right?
No, we want to we want it to disappear when there's more than that.
Oh yeah, that's sorry, bottom of the document.
Okay.
But we can also try using ChatGPT or something like that to find out. No, you don't need absolute here. You don't have absolute here. Only the footer would need it.
Okay.
But you can also give it flex and flex color again and ask ChatGPT why the scaling is weird.
I want to try absolute first. I want to know what it does. Oh, nothing.
And you give it bottom 0.
Not what we wanted. Yeah, I think it's something about flex box. So we can probably make like a this flex is flex. Oh, wait. Flex call makes it go downwards, not sideways. And what impact does this have on our oh, not here, where are we? In the layout. No, wait. Yeah, I was right here. No. Where did I actually want to go? I wanted to go to the CSS file. Oops. Flags.
We should first navigate to a page that has code.
Yeah. Display flags. I mean, this won't change anything if I comment it out. Display flags. Display block. CSS flags box flags sheet. Display flags. Flex direction. Huh.
What if you give the container flex one?
Look at this website that isn't responsive wants to give me insights on on Flex. What is this? Excuse me. What did you say before?
Try giving the container flex one.
The container. Okay.
The code.
So pre display flex one or what flex one? How is it in flex direction, display flex wrap, flex flow. Like what are the CSS? Like the vanilla CSS vanilla for
flex dash grow one.
in with display or what?
No display flex, no flex direction.
But what key?
Flex grow, flex dash grow. One. One is the value.
Okay, one is the value.
And then flex shrink one.
Let's see first what happens. Okay.
Flex basis 0. Can also try. Wow.
Positioning is he doesn't have code. Grid. Huh.
So I think we can solve this off stream. I have
Yes.
tons of more ideas, but
Okay. You have more ideas or no ideas?
more ideas.
More ideas. But yeah, sometime else. 42 is a good number. But yeah, looks better already. Also, I made this beautiful bad boy down here. Made the text size also smaller, just as up here and stuff. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Happy that MDX is running and we're moving forward.
Sweet. So thanks everyone for tuning in. This was day 124 of 200 days of code. And if you like this and you want to learn how to style a blog, which apparently these days is no longer easy because the tutorials are literally scattered everywhere, but maybe, just maybe, Mr. Andersen will create a tutorial on how to do it so that you can create your own blog, so that you get better leads, get better job offers, and can share your knowledge that you're learning while you are learning how to program. So this has been day 124 of 200 days of code with
Leon Andersen and my mentor.
Andersen, aka the Quack Lord. And always Google your problems, read the docs, and if you can't make it work, just have a good night of sleep, and on the next day, you might be able to solve your problems. Bye-bye.
Warning, CSS is still legal. Until tomorrow.